It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a solo developer. He turns on his computer, spends 10 years coding without talking to anyone, and develops his dream game and gets rich. Actually, that might not be so true. When we think of solo developers, we think of names like Toby Fox, Eric Barone, Greg Stizzen, and Jonathan Blow. We think that these people made a game and sold millions of copies and became rich. So we can make games like them and get rich too. Of course we can do it. Let's take a Unity course and after 5 years we can buy an island and become a king. Unfortunately, things are not as they seem from the outside. These people are really successful people, but we misjudge their situation. They are not solo developers. In my opinion, there is no such thing as a solo developer. After entering the game industry, we realized that no one can make a game alone, even if it's a very simple game. There is a lot of work involved in making and selling a game. Universe design, narrative, game design, level design, algorithm, coding, QA testing, visual art, localization, sound, music, voice acting, UI, UX, marketing, ads, social media, publishing, budget, planning, contracts. These are the necessary things to make a game, and all of it has to be done in a professional way. If even one stage is handled in an amateurish way, everything else can go to waste, just like Skim. A simple mistake in pricing policy caused a game with 200,000 wishlists go to unsold. So, how did these guys succeed? Firstly, these guys are genius. We are not. We shouldn't compare ourselves to them. Secondly, these guys are not solo developers, at least not as much as we imagine. For example, Toby Fox. Toby Fox has a lot of people working with them. We can easily see this when we look at the credits of Undertale. Yes, he does a lot of things himself, but he has a lot of help. Greg Stizzen, the developer of Manor Lords. 10 minutes of credits should tell you something. Maybe we can only give credits to Eric Barone here. He developed the game entirely himself and released it. But this guy worked 15 hours a day. And I still don't think it was a solo developer. His girlfriend Amber Hedgeman was his financial sponsor during these years of development. She sacrificed herself as much as Eric Barone. And also, after first prototype of the game, Eric Barone was exhausted and admitted that he needed a team to develop the game. If you dream of being a solo developer, let me tell you that you should give up. You should let some work be done professionally. If you have money, you will have to hire them. If not, you will have to build a team. And finally, these examples are exceptional. This is survivorship bias. You should not fall into this trap. I think the possibility of being successful as a solo developer is similar to the possibility of becoming rich by gambling. With this way, you won't get tired. If your goal is to become the next Eric Barone or Toby Fox, I advise you, give up. But if your goal is to improve yourself, build a portfolio, and introduce yourself to company with your game, then maybe you are on the right way. I wish you success in your life as a solo developer. Do any of you have such a dream? Let's discuss in the comments.